Welcome in a new series where I will show you vintage dresses. Today I will start talking to you about what is perhaps the most important in my life. My mom's wedding dress. It was made between 1985 and 1986. As you can see, it was inside that cardboard box and each piece had been packed in plastic bags, which should not be done, and in fact my mom decided to change method. The dress consisted of two pieces and there were three accessories, of which we couldn't find one. The first layer was this skirt with a hoop at the base. The skirt was closed by metal hooks and had an elastic band on the waist. The material of the hooped skirt wasn't natural and can be seen from the burns that they made on the side of each piece to prevent the threads from taking off. The hoop that you can see thanks to this little hole is made by plastic, a common thing that you can find in the 80s dresses. My mom even managed to keep the stockings, white tie-dyes with lace at the top and latex to prevent them from slipping down. This really was a real must-have for 80s brides. The other accessory we found is this single layers white veil with a blusher, finished with pink satin to match the dress, which is also pink. Elbow-length veil was truly perfect for the dress, giving it the look an ethereal and feminine touch. The comb is made of plastic, but it hasn't been covered. Quite a strange thing, personally. And now let's move on to this beautiful princess dress. The dress is made by pink silk and it has few layers of crinoline underneath. As you can see, it's really puffy and maybe it could also live without the hooped skirt. Then we have shoulder padding, a typical feature of the 80s dresses, and delicate little buttons along the back. We can find them from the neckline down to the silk bow belt at the waist. As in every wedding dress, the closure consists of a thin elastic band in the same color as the dress, who create a line of hoops. The beautiful pink silk bow, for me, makes the look. It's the detail that makes the dress unique and catch the eye. Placing it at the waist was perfect, as it highlighted the slim waistline. The multiple tulle skirt used to be finished at the hem with a nylon thread to create more structure. The same thing was done on the skirt lining. In total, we have 5 layers of underskirts, 6 with a pink silk skirt. As I told you, this beautiful skirt could also live without the hoop skirt underneath. But of course, for the period and as a bride, you wanted to be a princess, so that's what it means to have like the underskirt with the hoop. As we said, the dress was finished with a darker pink silk belt, placed by hand, and you can even see the small stitches to secure it. Now let's go and place it on the mannequin. First of all, we put on the skirt with the hoop. We secure it and then we put the voluminous dress on top. We close it in the back with the metal zip and then with all the buttons. We fasten the belt and everything is done. This is what the underskirt looks like once the dress is on. This is a close-up of the button and, as you can see, they have been put it on by hand. Here is also all the hand stitching to create the bow. And here is what the zip fastening looked like, which of course became invisible thanks to the layers and the bow. The neckline is a bow neckline and a short sleeve create a beautiful shape. Here it is a close-up of the belt. And now I will leave you with some frame of the dress completed by accessory as well. Hi girls, welcome back to one of my videos. In this video, sorry for the background mess, my cat is playing and I cannot making stop, so I'm sorry. But in this video, I just wanted to show you the dress that, well, I grew up with actually, because that was the first wedding dress that I try on, and it, of course, it was always like my dream since I was a baby, but of course now the things are slightly changed. And well, I want just to talk a bit more about that, because it's like a dress that my mom chose in 1988-89, we are not sure, right before she got married, because my mom and my dad got married in 1989 in September, so just make a calculation. And she went to choose this beautiful dress with her sister, if I'm not wrong. I could be wrong. I will put it here if it's wrong. In Parma, a nearby city, at the casa of the sposa, the house of the bride. I don't know even if it's still there. So, I asked her, if she could remember how much it cost, and she remembered it. So, it was 1,600,000 of Italian lire, because in the 80s we still had liras and not euros. That changing them with the current euro, it should be 850 euros. That actually for the 80s in Italy was more like 3,000 euros of euros, current euros. So it was quite expensive as a dress. Of course, as I told you, all the outside was made by silk. The hoop skirt, the petticoat, let's call it in this way, is not a real petticoat. It's just a skirt with a hoop. So this skirt is not made by any natural fabrics, because they burn it in the side to make the fabric stay there, and not to have threads out and anything like that. So it wasn't all completely natural fabric, but it was the 80% was natural fabrics. And I also think myself that it really represented my mom as the style and everything, because it was minimal for the 80s, but the color, the bows were really her to me. But I asked her if she would choose the same dress right now, or choose something different. and she told me that she will never choose this again, and like she will like something more like fitted on her, or also like a tailleur, so jacket and pants. So, and that's really her too. But in my mind, of course, this is her dress. So to me, it makes sense that she chose this one. And also, I ask myself if I will ever, never wear this. And the reply actually is no, because it's not my taste. It's not something that I personally will wear. I love how my mom looks like in it, but it's not me at all. So I'm sorry, mom. But also something that I really, really love is the quality of the materials, because of course back then they, apart from like the hoop skirt, everything was made like by perfect, beautiful fabric. And also like the silk that we have right now is not the same to the silk that we had back then. So of course any kind of materials that we can find in those kind of dresses is way better than what we could ever buy right now. So I love this. And also like two particularities that I'm in love with is the pink color, because it wasn't like something usual back then. So I love that she like just tried to do something different and to show her personality that I love. And also the bow, the back is beautiful, because you have this belt and then you have this huge pink bow, and well, I love it. I simply love it. Something that I don't like about that, and she knows it, is the bangs. It's not her fault, but it's 80s fault. But anyway, I don't like it. The gloves, nah. And the puffy shoulders, I don't. But I understand that like in the 80s, this was the look. Like you could not have anything better than this. So, you know, we also like when we look at those kind of dresses, we of course we have our taste, our aesthetic, but we should also like remember how it was there back then. Like, so back then was like a beautiful normal wedding dress. Right now, if you like, if I decide to like wear this one right now, well, it will be a little bit like old style, but back then it was really like aesthetic and perfect with the era. So no complaint, any complaint here. And well, guys, I'm really in love with those kind of videos. I really hope that you like them. The next one will be the 50s dress that I already show on Instagram, and it will be next month. And then I will go around to try to find like other wedding dresses in vintage shops, maybe like people who want to show me their dress. Well, I will love that. And yeah, I love vintage. I love like old clothes, vintage wedding dresses, accessories, and everything. I'm in love with those. So I know that is not like everyone's cup of tea, but maybe like I will find other like people interested in those like vintage dresses as I am. And of course it will be a sporadic content. It will not be something like usual, let's say, but I also want to like create something that speaks to me as well, like a lot. And of course, I love to do all the rest of the videos, but those kind are probably one of my favorites. So I hope that you will like it too. And of course, I will be here each week. So stay tuned. And of course, if you feel like to stick around, I post mostly every week on Friday. So you can, of course, click on the bell to stay always tuned and also comment and like. I will be here next Friday. See you. Bye.